What about things like managing builders? Because that's also quite difficult. I've heard of some right horror stories of people that are doing stuff far away from home, and they struggle with the reliability and trustworthiness of some builders, because they just know that the client is not going to be on site every single day. So they'll just drag things out, then they'll come up with a bunch of excuses, and you trust them the first few times, but then as time's gone on, you realize, wow, we're 4 or 5 weeks behind of a quite a simple, straightforward, and you might have some heavy bridging finance or some finance you're getting from somebody, and some deadlines, and you've just basically lost control, and then it becomes really, really stressful. So is there any way, have you had any of those issues, and how do you overcome any of that?
On our first project, we had a lot of that. We'd employed a build team who was the project manager, was also going to be our letting agent. It was a 6-week refurb that turned into a 6-month refurb, which was incredibly painful. He was taking the mick because we were 5 hours away. We weren't able to check up on him all the time. He was our project manager, so he was supposed to be on our side managing the builder, and he just wasn't. So we ended up on our first project having to fire the build team, fire the project manager, and fire our letting agent because the relationship turned sour. There was all sorts that went on there with being a bit fraudulent. So won't go too much into that, but it was not good. So your build team is the hardest thing to get right. And we always say the most important thing is recommendations, which is what we did second time round. We thought we'd done the recommendations thing. We hadn't really looked into it in that depth. And you live and you learn. We could have let that destroy our whole property career because it was not a fun project. We kept that one. We've still got it in the portfolio. We call it our naughty child because we still uncover things. Thompson Street, nightmare property. But but from there we found some guys that saved us basically on that project, came and rescued the project. They're now our build team. We've used them on every project since. We do try and get other quotes, but there's always that feeling of we really trust them. They're really good guys and want to do the best for us. And they're doing we've got a 12-bedroom HMO at the moment that we're working on, and that they're doing that for us. And it is their biggest project yet. They've done a 10-bed, so they are used to doing big HMOs, but it's their most expensive project yet.